We are back with the NBA play-in tournament. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are back. That's right, the regular season is over. It is time for some meaningful basketball where starters and everyone's injuries all go away because they can now play basketball. But I'm excited. We're going to go over the recap in a little bit over what just happened in the weekend. We had a nice winning weekend, strong finish to a strong season. But if you guys don't know, we have a 7 and an 8 seed playing in both conferences today, which means the winner of these two games will automatically go in into the actual playoffs. The loser plays the winner of the 8-9 game. Anyways, just want to let you know. But quick reminder, MLB Best Bets video for the Tuesday slate will be out after this one, so be sure to check it out. But it's the start of the playoffs. We got to do it. I have an outlier giveaway. That's right, 2 giveaways. All you got to do is hit the like button and leave a comment below, and 2 people will get 1 free month of Outlier. And speaking of Outlier, you guys know any graphics you see in this video or other videos are from Outlier. I use this every single day for all 3 sports. It is the best betting research tool on the market today, and it's only getting better. If you guys want to try it out, click that link below in the description. You get a 7-day free trial. So let's get into it, and I got a dad joke. Here we go. Last night, I handed my wife the glue stick instead of the chapstick. She still hasn't talked to me. In this video, we are going to recap the weekend. Now, we have no slides on centers or positional because we just got 2 games. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to preview and give any best bets out for the Hawks at Magic, and then we're going to preview and give the best bets out for the Grizzlies at Warriors. I have a total of 3 best bets, and then also we're going to finish with 1 lean as well, and then have that recap to wrap it all up. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below. Help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Come join this awesome community as we are on our way to 40,000 subscribers. All right, let's get into it. And that means it's recap time. All right, there it is, a 5-2 weekend to end the regular season. I won't go in detail, but it's got some easy winners. Luka was not an easy winner, but Stephon Castle, DeRozan, decently easy. Obi Toppin just had no chance. But Saturday, it was a weird one. I mean, books weren't releasing props till late, but still, we were able to go 2-1. Unfortunately, the one loss was the only 1-unit play with James Harden. He was not about to go under. He was making sure of it. So anyways, there it is, 82-59 on the season for under player props. The overall record, 311-250, up 29 units on the dot. So that's what we got for the season recap. It's been a good season. I'll take 29 units. Obviously, want to get to 35-40. But as you guys know, I'm a conservative bettor. Like to mix in a lot of half units with the 1-unit plays and things like that. So we'll take it. But again, we still got the playoffs to raise this even more. So that's what we got for the recap. Now let's talk the Hawks at Magic. All right, the play-in tourney heads out to Orlando, where the Magic hosts the Atlanta Hawks. Magic minus 4.5. Total in this one is 217. Just a quick preview before we get into it. These 2 teams met 4 times this year, but one was the last game of the season. Barely any starters played, so I'm not even really going to count it. But the other 3, the Magic won 2 of the 3 head-to-head meetings. In those games were won by 6, 6, and 7 points by the winners. Average total score of those 3 games was 223.66 points per game. Now, if you guys remember this matchup, we cashed 2 Boncaro points props over against Atlanta this season because he's absolutely owned them. In 3 games he's played against the Hawks, 31, 36, and 33 points. Line was around 26.5, 27.5 last time. I've now seen 29.5, and now most books are going to 30.5. This thing is going up pretty high. But quick reminder, on these type of games, you're going to see more minutes with the starters usually, and the reserves minutes are going to go down just a little bit. That's why you might see some inflated lines with some player props. But against the spread numbers, Magic 21-19 ATS at home, only 12-16 ATS is a home favorite. But remember, like the first half of the season was a bunch of injuries on their team. So Hawks 23-18 against the spread on the road, solid 17-12 ATS as a road underdog. And then over/under, Magic 25-16 to the under at home, Hawks 24-16-1 to the over on the road. We know that these 2 teams like to play a little bit differently. We have the Orlando Magic who love to slow the pace down and play defense. And we have the Hawks who want to run up and down and quicken up the pace. But anyways, my first best bet, it's not even a player prop. I'm taking a side. Give me the Magic minus 4.5 at minus 118 on FanDuel. Half unit play here for me. The Magic, they've seemed more like themselves lately. Obviously, without Jalen Suggs, they're never going to be exactly what they were last year. But last 10 games, how about the #1 defensive rating in the NBA? That's more of what we expected from Orlando. They also have the 19th best offensive rating. It doesn't sound great, but for Orlando, guys, it's pretty good. They were bottom 5 for a while, struggling when Banchero couldn't figure it out. They're on and off injured, all that kind of stuff. So that is better. They're committing the 9th fewest turnovers. They've already beat the Hawks 2 out of 3 games, like I mentioned. So they've proven they can do this, obviously, and they beat them by covering this spread as well on both. But the reason for improvement on offense, like I said, Paolo Banchero has turned into an absolute star, averaging 28 points per game in the last 10 games. As you know, this is maybe one of the best matchups he could have in the NBA. So whenever you have a superstar in an elite matchup, you know he can carry your offense a little bit. Like I said, he scored 30-plus points in all 3 games versus the Hawks. Atlanta has nobody. No Jalen Johnson. They Onyeka Okongwu and all these guys, they cannot slow him down. They do not have a good matchup for him. If they want to do anything, they're going to have to double and maybe even triple him. But again, they have not been able to slow him down yet. So with the loss of Jalen Johnson, the Hawks played pretty decent still this year. But last 10 games, 20th in defensive rating. They've obviously like to play up-tempo, high-scoring games, which is tough to do against Orlando. They will make you play at their pace, and that's why this is a tough matchup, I think, for the Hawks. Magic at home. We know since the beginning of last season, they've been really good at home. Injuries hurt them earlier in their record at home and stuff this year, but now having Suggs is going to be huge, but, you know, it's also huge not having Jalen Johnson on the other side as well. So overall, I'm getting the much, much better defense. That's not even a question. This is the number 1 defense in the NBA lately. We're getting the home team that's already won and covered this in 2 of the 3 versus them. I think they're going to do a good job at limiting Trae. I've seen them do it before. And again, this is a team that doesn't allow many assists. I don't think Trae Young even has hit 10 dimes yet against Orlando this season. So I love Paolo's matchup. I love Franz Wagner. I think he can have a good game here as well as a secondary option. Give me the Magic -4.5 as my first best bet. All right, as you guys know, we are partnered with Callsheet, and it is an awesome website. We use it every single day. It is federally regulated in all 50 states. It's like stocks. You can buy and sell contracts, but it's on things that actually interest you, world events. As you can see up there on the top, there is a ton, whether it's politics, tech, movies, video games, sports, whatever it is you want to bet on. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to sports because, well, that's what we do, right? So we're going to go there, and you can go to Pro Men's Basketball Champion and pick it. So we're going to be buying a contract here. You go here, and you can see it's 33% or 33 cents for the Thunder, 31 cents for the Celtics. They are the favorites. I'm not taking either one. Give me the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've talked about it all year. I think they got a chance. But also, it's 13 cents. I mean, we're talking a team with the second best record in the NBA. So you go there, you click on 13 cents, you say, I want 7. Let's just go $7. And there you go, $50 payout for the winner. And this is something where you can buy and sell. If you know they're doing well and you're getting some good value and you want to sell it, you can do that as well. But either way, again, Callsheet, guys, use the link below in the description. It is awesome. There's nothing out there like it. So that's what we got for our Callsheet bet of the day. And now it's back to the best bets. All right, this second game takes us out to Golden State, where the Warriors host the Memphis Grizzlies. Golden State -7. Total in this one is 229. Now, these two teams played each other 4 times this year. The Warriors have won 3 of 4 games. They've won by 5, 8, and 9 points. Lost 1 game by 51. That game was dead from the tip. It was just a wild one. Warriors won 2 of 3 from Memphis last season as well. But only the most recent matchup has had the Jimmy Butler trade. That's when Golden State won 134 to 125. John Morant's also only played in 2 of the games, December 19th and the April 1st. Average score of these 4 games have been just under 243.5 or 243 points per game. But it's really hard to take a lot from these season meetings because, like I said, we haven't had a full assortment of players on both sides. And again, with Jimmy Butler now, this is a different team. So and by the way, the Grizzlies obviously new coach as well. And against the spread numbers, Warriors 18-22 ATS at home, Grizzlies 21-19-1 ATS on the road, and then totals. Not much here. Warriors 20-21 to the over at home. Grizzlies 25-16 to the over on the road this season. They're a lot like Atlanta. They want to get up and down. They want to play with pace, and they want to try to outscore you. But I got 2 best bets. And now, as you can tell, I'm going to be slowing down with half-unit plays just to ease into it. These winner-take-all games, I mean, we don't know what the strategy is going to be, play in tourney, all that. But we'll be serving up some one-unit plays in the playoffs for sure. But this first one, again, another half-unit play for this game. Vince Williams, under 13.5 PRAs. I got this at -125 on Bet365. A little bit under the radar bet here, but let's talk Mr. Williams. Last 10 games, as you can see by this outlier screenshot, he's under in 7 of those 10s. 7 of those 10s. I don't know how I'm talking. Under in 7 of 10 games, but again, I'm ignoring that last over because all the starters sat. He played more minutes. It means nothing to me. So he averaged just 12.2 PRAs per game, but really less than that when you take out the last one. Averaging a total of 10 potential RAs per game, even including that last one, and 5.8 field goal attempts per game in 18.5 minutes. Now, in this situation where the starters are going to play, That means I'm going to take the big three. When the games he's played with John Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. As you can see by this outlier screenshot, he is under this line in 9 of 12 games, averaging just 10.12 PRAs per game, and he's never played more than 20.4 minutes. 20, in my opinion, is his absolute max. He's actually averaging 17 minutes per game in that situation. At 4.9 field goal attempts per game, his potential RAs go down to 8.8. With this being a play-in game, like I always say, I expect the secondary reserve type players. I think their minutes go down, and maybe he gets up to 20 minutes. But I'm really expecting for him to play in that 14 to 17 minute range. But if I just say games he's played 14 to 20, let's just play it safe. 14 to 20 minutes, as you can see by this outlier screenshot. How about under an 11 of 12 games, averaging just 9.33 per game? So when he doesn't get the minutes and he plays with John, Desmond Bane, JJJ, he takes a backseat. We know that. Warriors, 4th best defensive rating in the NBA in the last 10 games. They will be locked in here. This line is a little bit high for a healthy Grizz team and how many minutes I'm expecting from him. So obviously, if he all of a sudden out of nowhere gets 24, 25, 26 minutes, this bet could be in trouble, but I don't think he gets there. So give me Vince Williams under 13.5 PRAs. That is my second best bet, first one in this game. And now let's take a look at my last bet, and that's the big man, Zach Edey over 10.5 rebounds, minus 130 on BetMGM. He's been an absolute monster. We cashed his points and rebounds recently in the last 10 games with this new coach now, averaging 26.1 minutes per game. He's over in 5 of the last 6 games. He's actually averaging an insane 25 rebound chances in the last 6. That is just ridiculous. To only need 11 if he gets his 25 rebound chances, I love it. He just had 16 boards on 24 rebound chances on April 1st versus Golden State. So we saw him do it already. In the last 30 days, Warriors allowed the 4th most rebounds to centers. In fact, Golden State, which is something new that Outlier has now, Golden State has let 6 of the last 8 centers go over their rebounds line. Zubac had 17, Klingon had 15, Nick Richards 9, Şengün had 14. I mean, they're just getting a ton of rebounds here. The only worry, maybe the Grizzlies change everything they're doing and they play a lot smaller because Golden State likes to play small ball. But again, they just played. He had 16 rebounds in 32 minutes. So I like Zach Edey to go over his 10.5 rebounds, and then Vince Williams to go under his 13.5 PRAs. Those are my 2 best bets for this game and 3 bets overall. But before we get out of here, let's talk one more lean. All right, I just have one lean that I wanted to look into and just kind of talk through with you guys. It's in the Atlanta-Orlando game. Onyeka Okongwu under 26.5 points plus rebounds. I saw this at minus 120 on Bet365. He's under in 2 of 3 versus Orlando. His last game versus Orlando, he went absolutely bonkers and had a huge game with 44 PRs. Before that, it was 16 and 18. In that game, he took 17 shots, just was on fire. But he's also under this line in 10 of the last 20, just overall. And now it's a tough matchup. We have a slow pace, as we know. Orlando's going to slow this pace down as much as they can. They have a defense that's going to try to pack the paint. They've been good against centers. Goga Batazzi didn't play that last game when he went off as well, but they're top 12 in points and rebounds allowed to centers last 30 days. And Magic have held 6 of their last 10 centers to go under their PRs prop. I also don't mind the under rebounds alone as well if you can get 11.5, but I see the Magic tightening up. I don't think they're going to let him go off here in this play-in tourney game in Orlando. So I like Okongwu under. Again, this is a lean, not a best bet. I have not made it yet. Just another bet for you guys to look into and kind of talk through. But that's what I got for the 2 play-in tourney games before we get out of here. Let's check out that recap. All right, there it is. The 3 best bets so far, a spread and 2 Grizzlies players. How about that? Magic minus 4.5 for a half unit. Vince Williams Jr. under 13.5 PRAs for a half unit. And then Zach Edey over 10.5 rebounds, minus 130 on BetMGM for another half unit as we ease our way in before we get to some 1-unit plays in these playoffs when the real series begins. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave your comment. Let me know who you guys think are going to win these games, as this is going to be exciting. Playoff basketball is definitely pretty fun to watch. So thanks again. Hope you guys all have a great Tuesday, and we'll talk to you soon.